Chapter 5 is about types, and it starts with the smallest thing you can do with one: declare a variable. A declaration is a type followed by a name. That is it. Type, name, semicolon, and you have told the compiler two things: how many bytes to set aside and how to interpret the bits in them. The second form adds an initializer, giving the variable a value at the moment it comes into existence. And the third form declares several variables of the same type in one statement, separated by commas. That third form is legal and you will see it, but be careful with it once pointers arrive, because the star binds to the name and not to the type. Int star p. Q gives you one pointer and one plain int, which is almost never what the person writing it meant. For ordinary types it is harmless. My advice is still one declaration per line. It is easier to read, easier to comment, and easier to edit. Here are 4 of them, and they cover most of what you will use day to day. Int for whole numbers 30. Double for numbers with a fractional part 4 to 5,000.5. Char holding the single character capital A in single quotes, which we will look at properly in a couple of lessons, because a char is really an integer wearing a disguise. And underscore bool sees true or false type set to 1 for true. Every one of those is a declaration with an initializer, the type, the name, an equals sign, and the starting value. Notice the alignment in the listing. That is a style choice, not a requirement. The compiler does not care about whitespace, but a column of aligned names is genuinely easier to scan when a block of declarations grows to a dozen lines. Different code bases do it differently. Follow whatever the code around you already does. And now the warning that this section exists to deliver. An uninitialized local variable does not start at 0. It contains whatever was left in that stack slot by whatever ran before it, a fragment of an old return address, part of a string, anything. Reading it is undefined behavior. Notice the phrase "I did not use, I did not say" it gives you a random number. Undefined behavior is a stronger and stranger thing than a surprising value. The standard says the compiler owes you nothing at all, and modern optimizers take that literally. They may assume the read never happens and quietly delete the code around it. So initialize at the point of declaration. It costs nothing at runtime, because the compiler folds the store into the setup it was doing anyway, and it removes an entire class of bug that is miserable to track down, the kind that works on your machine, works in the debug build, and fails only in release, only on the customer's machine, only sometimes. Declare it and give it a value in the same breath.